What's up, guys? We're gonna roll beats. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to automate drum fills or breaks. If you guys haven't subbed already, or turned position, do so because those have the light. Let's hop right into it. So this will be a quick one. Here we have this FPC plugin, and this is probably the best one. It's not the only one you could do this with. You could do this with any plugin, but here I'll just kind of show you the basic version of it, and then I'll show you like a more advanced version of it. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I will have a free template for this because there's going to be two versions. But this first one is nothing new. This is like an old trick, but I know a lot of people don't even know about it. So I went ahead and set this up for you. So in each row, you'll have certain sounds. And this will be handy for later. So I already kind of tweaked the sounds. And obviously you can put your own sounds in there as well, and you can edit them however you like over here. Okay, so with this, what we need to do is go into our piano roll, and here the sounds, it's kind of like old school, how you have a piano and it'll have all the drum sounds. So it's kind of like that. What you would do is pretty much put these down. Now velocity does matter. So usually I would put my kick up higher, in the snares and stuff like that. But for this, we can just kind of get through it. You can just put a lot of these drums down, right? You can put as many as you want. And what you would do, and let's exit out of here, is you would go back to your actual plugin here, go to your settings, and then use the arpeggiator. Now, I will tell you, literally, it will have no soul, but if you'll get lucky here and there, you'll find a good one, but it'll have no soul, and you know what I mean when I play it. So you can choose either of these kind of settings. Usually people go with random. I don't really like random too much because it's not really random. It just does like the same patterns, but just in different orders. But usually this is the setting you would have, and when you play it, it'll start to kind of give you that feel. Now what you could do here is you can mess with repeat and range. What a lot of people do is they right click here, they go to create automation clip, right? And then they will mess with kind of the timing, and I'll show you the timing in the next part. You could right click, well, not right click, but you could, edit this. Okay, and that's pretty much the rundown on the basics, and obviously you can see the power you can have with this automation. So that is the first part. Now I'm going to be showing you the advanced way to do this. All right, so now we're moving on to the advanced version, and I will be making a video showing you how to make these from scratch, just because they have way more soul to them when you make them from scratch. Starting here, BPM, of course, you could use any BPM, and I should have mentioned this before, but since it's computerized, any BPM works. Now for the swing, 66% has been like the best percentage for me. Anything above that, it just starts to sound like goofy, right? It just sounds weird. So 66%. Now I like to separate these, so you want to make like 4 of them, right? If you have this template, and then let's go in here to piano roll, and you just want to kind of pick the kick and maybe 2 other sounds. So usually, and I've already set this up for y'all, so those sounds will work, and the velocity matters because it will actually play at that velocity. So I usually turn some down just for some variation. And moving on to the next one, snares, kind of just I think that's all we got. So I'll turn both of these up. Okay, and then just do this the whole way through, and just pick the sounds that you like. And then we have our cymbals. And I usually just do these two just so they work together. Okay, and then for the mix, you'll have this, of course, but this is a template in FL actually. Okay, and then on the drum mix, I just put an RC20 to kind of make them sound a little bit dirtier. All right, but you will get this template. So from here, this is what it will sound like. Right, and it sounds real. It does not sound good. So what we're gonna do is go here, and you want to click on this, and for your kick, you want to put this. If you look up in the top left, it says 0 point, or I don't think it says point, but 12 is pretty much 50%. Okay, so put this there, and then right click, create automation clip. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and do this for the rest real quick. And then put this one at 1, the snares at 1. And then put your toms at 2. And this is getting a little messy. And then your cymbals, put these at 3. And it's important that you put these here because these instruments have a style that they will be played in, and you don't want them to play over and over and over and over again. Okay, so now that it is set up, we can go ahead and get to automating. All right, so now what we need to do is actually apply all of these on one automation clip. So with this, we right click, and then we're gonna be in the 1/2 grid, or you can do beat, it doesn't matter. Because you want 4 different versions, right? So we paste this, and then pretty much just to show you in real time, we copy this, make a new one, paste it, and paste it so that it's the same value throughout. And we're just gonna do this until we have these values up here, okay? Okay, so now we have all of the arpeggio times here. I'm pretty sure you can kind of tell what's going to happen. So what we need to do now is copy this onto these. So right click, articulator tools, copy state, and then we just paste the state here. And this is how you can copy automation clips if y'all didn't know that. Let's go here. And now we have access to all of these. And the reason we chose these values, the reason we chose these values is so that it's on beat, because anything outside of it, it'll be off beat. You don't want that. So what you could do now is chop these up. Okay. And then now you have access to some cool little patterns you can use. Okay. Right. And you can control each one. So if you don't want these cymbals playing, then you could actually turn it up if you don't want to play that much. Right. Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and make one real quick because this is tedious stuff, and then hopefully I can make something that sounds good, and I'll come back. All right, so this is a little pattern, and it's nothing crazy. Like I said, it's going to sound soulless, but it's something you can work with, right? So you can see I'm just kind of change a few things up. Now, if you put it all the way to 100, it'll mute it. So obviously you don't want every drum playing at every point, right? So I'll go ahead and play this. Right, and you have more control over how fast the drums are being played, right? And of course you could do this on the other one too, but I feel like this one, some people might want more control. One other thing is you can also play around with these. Now with the cymbals, I usually like to make them go down, and then with the toms, I like to make them arpeggiate down. And you can kind of mess with all of these if you want. Right, you can see it's kind of sounding the same, and that's the problem with the automation. But that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully it's helpful. I know some people may have fun messing around with this, but I will be showing you how to do these manually. So that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.